Okay, so we have the original lead audio part from the original track right here. This is what that sounds like. Very straight. So now I'm going to try to start layering stuff on top and possibly build up enough stuff so we can replace it in the remix. So we have one part off the Virus that sounds right here. Sounds cute. We could probably tweak it a bit more today. Am I not actually hitting the right? Ahaha. Okay. Okay, that sounds nice. A little bit epic, but I guess that's what we're going for anyway. This is trance. And we'll probably still try working another one as well. And it was the same. That sounds horrible. This is more like the original one. It always makes me feel better as long as if I can make the original lead or get close to it. No. Maybe that's what I was doing wrong. Maybe it needs to be 2 different octaves. Let's try that. Too much noise. Getting there. Still too much noise. The cool thing about the Virus is actually the EQs. They look very, very limited. They're actually not really limited. They're put really in good spots, especially the way the high, mids, and lows they work. It's not like a normal EQ where you can boost the EQ to unlistenable levels. It's basically, even if you max out a gain, it's still a very listenable and pleasant high. It doesn't really. I'm guessing it's telling me, yeah, right. It's telling me plus 16 dB, but if I boosted plus 16 dB on a normal EQ plugin, it would sound atrocious. So yeah, I guess that's just their version of 16 dB, but it sounds really good still. So I guess we'll just layer the 2 of those together. Do the mixing for this particular sound. I guess we'll just mix it directly on the Virus itself. Okay, so we can mute the original part, and now we have to patch in the sub bass, but I guess the same one that I'll use in the first mini break. We'll go with that. So I think the notes are. I can't really play it so loud. It's not it. That's it. So take it. It's not really a big key change, but. Should be fine. Yeah, the original bass line just does the beginning part. I'm just going to change 1 note, so it keeps a little bit more variation. I guess I can try doing a piano over that. not necessarily use a piano in the finished product, but the piano will actually let me write a decent melody over the top of it. Because this is more or less really just a chord progression broken into eighth notes. I'd rather just do like a real melody and give myself a chance of being able to work with something new out of the break. Notice she's loading a channel strip now of the piano that I love to use. It's the stock piano in the Apple XS24, and I just put tons of delay and reverb on it, and basically end up with something that sounds just really big, and it works. It sounds like a ridiculous. The reverb's a little bit too long, but it sounds really good in clubs, and yeah, and it's all about that Arts acoustic reverb. And this would be piano. Last note was wrong, but I guess that's good enough as it's just a... Cute, fills space, and it'll go with the melody pretty well. And we have another lead here. This is lead 2. I think this is the same exact thing, just a very, very side chained. It's cute. Let's actually make it even bigger and then sidechain it again. So we just make it almost 100% reverb. Could be interesting. Now we just sidechain the hell out of that. I think the piano is not the right. Yeah, okay. Okay. I guess the next step would be trying to write a new melody over that same progression. You know what, I'm going to skip the melody just because that's going to take way too much time. That's something I've been known to take days to write one melody, so we'll skip that particular part now. Let's get more basics in. Go with more sound effects, I think. And also I'd like to load in some, obviously we have our explosion and crashes, and these are the ones that dissipate to the time that comes after it, but we need also sound effects that lead in for certain transitions. So let's go a little bit of hunting here. It's good, but it'll need to be cut down dramatically. Two is fine. We'll just chop this down. It's pretty easy usually, just to cut it down and then get everything lined up. And this creates an audio fade and just a non-destructive fade on the audio file. Cubase users have the advantage here because you can just draw handles on the parts, which is nice. I think we'll still definitely need some kind of normal acid to bring us out of this little mini break anyway. Let's use the virus because it's the one thing that is, well, it's good at a couple things, but the acids on the virus are the best. See how this would fit into this. This is just a normal virus. Very, very high resonance acid type sound. Very PVD-ish. see. I'm gonna put the new acid out into a different output onto the aux channel, so this way it'll actually be easier to control. The cool thing about the virus is that you don't have to shoot everything out into one channel on your mixer. They give you 3 stereo pairs. It should be 16 stereo pairs because they didn't use FireWire connection, they used USB, but whatever. So basically all your 16 channels of MIDI on the virus are bottlenecked into 3 channels on your mixer. So basically you gotta just kind of group it that way. What a lot of people I know do is they'll have one channel of stuff that's not sidechained, one stuff that is sidechained, and maybe something else for maybe a bass channel or something like that off the virus. And it's basically the most flexibility you're gonna get out of this. Unless you do all your mixing directly in here, but you still need the sidechain, so. So we go straight to, so this should still play. That's fine. And just do a slight sidechain compression on it, just to keep it in stride. It's not really interfering with the kick drum. That's okay there. Yeah, that's about what we're looking for. And let's see how this actually works. Big trouble cutting through. Let's just, I'm gonna have to really overdrive it. Still think it's gonna cut through. That'll fill some space for now, I think. And I can always go back and tweak it whenever I like. I'll just add a little bit of automation so it rides up and down. That should work just for now. And for some more space with these other sound effects. At this point, these are all my samples I have loaded currently, and it's really not even that much at all, especially for a remix at this point. For this thing, what I'm doing right here is just changing the anchor point, so this way the audio file locks with on your tempo on your grid here, so it locks with it at the end of the sample as opposed to at the beginning. It's good for with your lead-in sounds and whatnot. That's going to be a really better sound, much better sample. Let's see. Just a really long delay, I suppose. Okay. Too much mids and lows, but other than that, sounds okay. Maybe even a bit of panning. Better. Okay. How would this work? Let's try to do something that's in there. Turn off the audio edition here. It's a little bit nuts. Nope, not wild about that at all. Now I can just it's always better to label as you go along, and I actually forget to label so many times, and I end up waiting till basically when I just master the track to label all my tracks, just so if I need to come back to anything, I know what it is. But yeah, I'm pretty horrible with that. You should always do it. I don't even know what I'm looking at half the time. Okay, that's that. Okay. I guess we'll start working the transition into the break. Okay, now at this point I'm going to take my drums and bus them all to the same bus so we can filter the drums separately. I'll put the filter on it. And then bus these all to bus 8. There's no rhyme or reason to how I bus things. I usually just bus my drums to bus 8s. Just don't know why I do that. Clean. Give it a low pass 24. So now as we transition into the break, we just filter the drums down as we go. So, I have to create a track for that bus actually. I guess we'll use that second lead sample that we had, and I guess we'll just filter that in as well, because now that's the part with the melody. Obviously the intro part and the main section of this track is kind of like a weird relation between the two of them, so we're just going to have to just kind of build it down and start it right up from the low point. This could work with some sounds and stuff. That'll work, I guess. Now I just need the other bass. Let this start the second time, because it's still awkward with that bass change. Okay, that can be a bit louder, I guess. That should come in later. I guess the same story for the other lead. The other lead's going to come in pretty abruptly, I think. So I'll do the same exact thing, filter it in very slow. Maybe we'll use high pass. No, I'll stick with low. Straight to clean. It's so funny, their initial setting is so useless. They should stick, that's one thing. You always have to reset the setting, but it's fine. So just labeling these original lead and original lead 2 so I know that those are the audio for that. So let's start automating the filter frequencies. Oh wow, moving that quick along, okay. My approach is basically just kind of set something up for like a more massive kind of drop in. We'll take a kick and use it as an effect at this point. So for an explosion, I just take the kick drum, very simple. Take one kick and put a ton of reverb on it. That should be fine, I guess. Bounce it, re-import it. Okay. Let's see now. That sounded really awkward. That was a huge delay on the kick. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let me try the piano, I guess, next. I'm just gonna keep extending the loops. Okay, that's good. I'm just gonna crash through again there. Create it's an extra mid bass. Let that go with the bass line. It might be a good idea. Just create a bit more rhythm in a place where there's no drums. Okay, so now you have the 2 leads layered. You're gonna have the bass line and the break here when this comes actually. And typically I'll go and add another melody or two, just keep building up the melodic elements. I'm not really sure where I'm gonna take this track, if I'm gonna go for a straight, like more pounding acidy after the break type thing, or if I'm gonna write a new melody for it. But either way, it's gonna be more, it's a couple more days work just to flesh out the more melodic elements of the track. I think percussion-wise, I think we still have some more work to do as well, but the basics are in and they're fun to play with as far as the filter goes and whatnot.